Alright, hello everybody. This is a tutorial for the fantabulous 4 trick. Before you see this tutorial, click on this link right here and watch the trick. Alright, so this is the tutorial for it. What you want to do, you want to take the royal flush of spades, and you want to put the king, the queen, a run random card, jack, 1, 2, 3 random cards, and a 10 of spades. So you have it king of spades, queen of spades, 1 random card, jack of spades, 1, 2, 3 random cards, and a 10 of spades. You put that on the bottom of the deck where the deck is face up. And then you count out 13 cards from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And you put the 8 and the 7 of hearts in the 14th and 15th position. 8 in the 15th and 7 in the 14th. You put the 13 cards on top of it, and you're ready to go. And you set the aces like this: ace of clubs, ace of hearts, ace of diamonds, and ace of spades. And then you're talking about that when you were younger, you used to love doing magic and you used to love playing poker. And while you're doing this, you're counting out 9 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You count in your head. Alright? You don't want to count out loud. Then while you're still telling the story, you count out 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the 7 of hearts. So you flip this over and you make a pinky break under the 7 of hearts. Because when you flip this over and put it on top of the 7 of hearts, you're going to steal the 7 of hearts just like that. So the 7 of hearts is flipped over. So you put that pile on top of the ace of hearts. Then the reason why you have the 8 of hearts here is because you want to make it look like that it wasn't much of a change. So then while you're still telling the story, count out 11 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Flip it over, put over the ace of diamonds. And then take the rest of the pack and put on the ace of spades. And then after you do that, you say, now what I'm going to do here is, after you tell about the convention and the magicians, you say, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to mix up the aces. You spread this pack out that was on top of the ace of clubs, and you put the ace of clubs in the 4th position from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, and an ace of clubs. And you're saying that you just put an ace of clubs anywhere in the pile. And you put the ace of hearts on top of the pile that has ace of clubs. This pile that was on top of the ace of hearts, on top of the pile with the ace of clubs. Ace of diamonds top of its own pile. This pile on top of the ace of diamonds' pile. And ace of spades top of its own pile. And this pile on top of ace of spades pile. And then you say, alright, well, the first magician said that he liked to force the ace by spreading the cards out and finding an indicator card. And there was an indicator card. So you flip these cards over that were on top of the 7 of hearts, and then you want to steal this card that is behind the 7 of hearts, and that is the ace of hearts. So you make a pinky break under it, and you just steal it just like that. You see, it's right under the 7 of hearts. So then you say, now I'm going to count out 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those ace of clubs. Put this rest of the pile on top of the deck. Okay? Then you say the second magician like to turn the cards and just spread them out, and the ace of hearts just appeared out of nowhere. And then you say that, well, the third magician, and while you say that, you steal 2 cards off the top and you put them on the bottom. And that sets you up to spell the ace of diamonds. And then you say the third magician like to spell the card. So you go ACEOFDIAMOND. That's ace of diamonds. You take these cards and just put them to the side. And then you say that the magicians gave you the pack and said for you to try. And then you say, well, I spread the cards out and I couldn't find the indicator card. So then I tried turning the pack and see if I flipped over the ace. No, I didn't flip over the ace. So then you try spelling it out. And you take this pack and you put it down right here. And you spell out the ace of spades on top of it. ACEOFSPADE. No, that should be the 8 of hearts. If it's not, you did something wrong. And you say, no, I couldn't spell out the ace of spades. Then you say, you know what? Y'all have your own ways, and I have my way. What you do here, you want to in-jog the cards. You want to start on the bottom, and then go to the top. On the bottom, top. Bottom, top. And then you say that my way is to feel the cards. I can feel where the Ace of Spades is at, if it's in the top pack or the bottom deck. And then you say that the magicians were looking at you like you're nuts. You know what you do here when you finish with them? You take the top pack and you put it down. And that just puts the King of Spades on the top. And then you do it again. You in-jog the cards until you run out of cards. And then you flip over you take out the top pack, and that puts the Queen of Spades right there. And then you in-jog the cards again and put it down. Oh, and by the way, the Ace of Spades is on the top of the pack all the time. So the Ace of Spades is always going to go on the bottom because you're always taking the top pack off. So when you get to 4 cards, you in-jog and you take these 2 cards off the top and put them down. So you're left with 2 cards, the Ace of Spades and a random card. And you put those 2 cards right on top of this pack. And then you say, those 2 cards I came to, that one card was the Ace of Spades. And you put it down on top of this pack. And you say that the magicians were impressed that you found it. And you say, remember when I told you about how I used to love playing poker? And you flip over the royal flush. And they will be amazed. Alright, that's it. Please subscribe.